Hey Alice, thanks for stopping by my channel again. If you're new, thanks for clicking on my title. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different that I don't normally do, but if you watch any of my other videos, you might have heard me say that when I really can't find something that I want, I do give a try at DIY. So that's what's happening this fall. I do have a fall haul coming up, the second edition, for those that may be waiting for it. But in the meantime, I found on Pinterest a post with these leather fall wreaths that I really like, and I couldn't find them for purchase anywhere. So I thought I'd try to make them, and I figured that I would bring you guys along. So here we go. The first thing that you're gonna need is a wreath form, and then also this brown leather cording. I got this from Michael's. It was $18.99 for 50 feet, and they had a 20% off everything you purchase coupon. And then also black leather cording, and I believe the black leather cording was $5.99, and I think this wreath form was about $5.99 too. The poster on Pinterest, which I will put the blog below for you guys, where I found it, but she actually colored this black with a Sharpie. Because lots of things in my house are painted black, I actually had black paint laying around. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just putting a piece of a mailer, a newspaper mailer that you get in the mail, down here, and I'm going to go ahead and paint this form. I'm going to move this out of the way so that, just in case I splash some paint. I think I might only paint one side of it, just to save time. So I'm just going to go over this. The reason that it was suggested to paint it black is because when you're cording the leather around the form, there are some faces that peek through. I tried it already, and I was able to get the leather pretty close. However, I didn't go all the way around the form. So I'm going to take her word for it and just do it this way the first time so that I won't have to unwrap the form, come back around, and do it all again. So step one is to paint the form. And guys, I'm not going to go through step by step for this because on this blog site there was a pretty nifty non-disclosure. She said that you could use the images of her ideas on there. You could use one image, and that her blog ideas were copyrighted and that you were not allowed to she said you were not allowed to repost the process of how to make the wreath. So I'm actually making the wreath. I don't suppose that that's like reposting the step-by-step instructions, even though, just full disclosure, I'm painting this with a foam brush, black paint. That's not something that she did, so this really wouldn't be a part of the directions, but just out of respect for her creation, watch closely at what I'm doing. And like I said, this first part is not a part of her process, which I have foam brush. If you watch my videos, you know that we're doing a renovation around here, so some of this stuff I just have laying around. I just had some foam brushes laying around, and again, I just had black paint laying around. So I'm going to paint that. Then I'm going to go ahead and let it dry, and then I'll come back. And we'll begin the wrapping process. So hopefully this doesn't take a long time to dry. And I'm just going a little bit further. I'm only painting one side, but I want to paint the complete side. I'm doing a very light coat because I don't want this to take a very long time to dry. I want to see it, and I want you guys to be able to see it. But guys, comment below what type of wreaths you're using this fall. I just wanted to go for something a bit more modern. The cool thing about this wreath, you'll see, is if you want to, you can switch it out for Christmas, because you can transition this wreath in that way. So it cost me $52, but I actually purchased 2 of these wreath forms. Total of $52 for the supplies. And we'll see how many of these cordings I need. I actually bought 2 of them. They only had 2 in the store, so I purchased both of those in the color chiffon or chef tan or chief tan. Okay, chief tan, I guess that's what it says. The color is chief tan. I was going for the medium brown, but they didn't have that in stock. This chief tan is a bit more orangey and autumny, which I'm fine with. Okay, so I'm done with that, and we're just gonna let that dry, and then I'll be right back. Okay, Alice, I'm back, and just as you know, I did go ahead and paint the entirety of this foam wreath form. Reason being is because I really hate to half do things, so I went ahead, and just to let you know how long it took me to actually, these to actually dry. I had 2 of them that I told you I'm making 2 of them, but I only have enough cord for 1, I think. So while I was letting the first one dry under, and I did put like a basic house fan on it to dry while I was doing that, I painted the other one, so I would say maybe 10 minutes, and it's perfectly dry, and I can go ahead and start on wrapping it. So what I did when it comes to wrapping this, is I took all of the cord off of the roll that it was on. So I took all of the cord off of the roll. Then I added a little piece of clear tape, which I just folded over to the end. So if you can see that, I added a little piece of clear tape to the end of the string. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the string on the foam, but I'm going to do it sideways. Okay, so basically my reason for doing that is I want to secure it with the tape, and then I also want to wrap over the tape. So now I'm going to start wrapping. And if you can see, I'm gonna wrap right over. I'm gonna be going to the left, and I'm gonna wrap right over that folded tape just to double secure and make sure that it's not coming apart. So this is 50 feet of leather. So we'll see how it does. If it does well and gives me a lot of coverage, maybe I can actually do both with the 2 rolls. The original poster from Pinterest said that she used 3, but I don't know if she was saying 350 feet rolls or 3 smaller, 3 of these, which are 4 yards, but it just said 3. So we'll see how much it actually takes. And if this goes well, I am going to make 3 of these. I'm going to make 2 for my back, double doors in the back, and I'm going to make 1 for the front. But guys, these are so cute. As I was waiting, literally waiting on the paint to dry, I just thought that there's so many more places you could use these if you wanted to decorate your house with them. You literally can use them all year round. Not necessarily as a wreath, but just as a nice little circle decoration. And that's going pretty well. So let's keep wrapping. I'm gonna actually take a look. Right now it's 108. I'm gonna see how long it takes me to wrap this all the way around. Okay guys, I'm gonna keep wrapping, and then I'll come back at you either when I'm halfway through or maybe when I'm completely finished, and I'll do a time check to let you know how long it took me to wrap this. So let me get to wrapping this. Okay, Olives, quick check-in. It is 1:40 right now, and this is how much of the wreath I have gotten wrapped. This is 1 50-foot spool. So I'm assuming that as I continue to wrap, I will probably get a little over halfway. So about 2/3 will be covered. And I'm thinking about this much more. And then I'll add some flowers on the side, as the original poster did, or the original blogger. So for me, I think this is only gonna take 2. And I wish I had told you guys what size wreath form this was. Yeah, let me take a look at my receipt and see what size wreath form this is, and I'll come back and tell you when I'm done wrapping the other spool of leather cording, and we'll see what we have. Okay, Olive, so here is the final product using 2 of those 50-inch spools of 2 50-inch spools of the Chieftain leather cording. So the original poster said she used 3, and I know she didn't go around the entire wreath form. 3 would probably help me come a little bit more, would help me come a little further down. However, I'm wondering if I can just go ahead and put the florals on the side without wrapping anymore or purchasing anymore to wrap. So let's see about that before we go on and say we have to purchase another spool. Okay. Hi Olives, I am back, and just to show you the finished product, as I said, I told you I was going to come back and tell you the size of this wreath. It was actually 16 inches, and this is the finished product of the wreath. Like I said, I made one. I do think that I will make another one because I like the way that it turned out. I think that it's very pretty. I'll show you what I ended up using for the flower embellishment portion. I bought some of these, I think they called them pampas from Kirkland's, and 3 of these were in a pack on sale for $22. So what I did was I took 2 of them and cut off the stems of 2 of them, and I went ahead and attached them to the wreath. And this is the finished product that way, or you can have it that way. But I think that all in all, this wreath turned out really good, and I will be attempting to make 2 more. I hope that you like this. Visit my blog, juandolive.com. I will have more detail on everything that I use and the process of putting this wreath together. Like I said, I borrowed this idea from another blogger, and I will put her blog in the description below. I'll also put my blog in the description below because my process is slightly different, and also the garnishing that I use on my wreath is different. So like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Hit your post notifications, and let me know in the comments below if you want to see me doing more DIY projects. I may be up for it. I have a couple DIY things in mind that I want to do. So let me know if you like this video. Let me know what you think about the wreaths, and like, comment, and subscribe to this video and my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.